Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the afternoon show. My very special guest this afternoon is a legend in his own lifetime. Not only is he a fabulous singer, the greatest comedian ever, he's played Las Vegas, he's played the Palladium and everything else in between. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about the king of comedy, the one and only, Mr. Bernard Manning. Good afternoon, Bernard. How are you?
Hello, my love. That's very nice of you.
Oh, no.
Did you get a record from the club?
No, not yet, but
pity that.
don't worry, we'll top and tail it with your music.
Yes,
Yeah, hey, listen, now thank you for joining us. Well, so what are you doing then? I know where you are
Me,
tonight.
I'm just watching the racing. I've got my grandchildren in the other room.
All right.
They come down on a Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, it's nice for you.
And
that,
I see them a couple of nights during the week, you know.
Keep you busy.
I live for them, the three of them, they're marvellous.
It keeps you young.
And you'll see them on television. A television show going out on Tuesday night called The Entertainers.
I can't wait.
You'll see my grandchildren on this Tuesday, bonfire night.
That's lovely, isn't it? I can't wait to see it. I think
it's great.
Going to be very, very good, Bernard.
Yeah.
So, how did you arrive in show business, Bernard? What made you first think that?
Well, I was always good at school at telling jokes in the air raid shelters.
Yeah.
During the war and singing and checking people off George Formby and all the stars of that yesteryear.
Mm-hmm. You're fabulous.
And then
singer.
when I went in the army, I sang with the Manchester Regiment's dance band and came out and did an audition for the Oscar Rabin dance band in the West End of London. There was all big bands in them days. Ted Heath, Joe Loss, Vic Lewis, Lou Prager, Ken McIntosh, Geraldo, they say, and that was one of the biggest bands at the Lyceum there.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And I passed the audition and went from strength to strength, sticking a couple of gags in. And when the cabaret started in the north, big cabaret clubs, I started to compare at the Northern Sporting Club when I left the band. And I can do a couple of hours on stage now with all these songs.
Well, I still think you're a marvellous singer, Bernard. I mean,
I still do their singing in the act, you know.
Yes, yeah. Well, I saw your show in May back in East Yorkshire, didn't I? And I mean, you had that audience in the palm of your hand, Bernard.
Yes.
I mean, it was wonderful. I'd never actually seen you live before, and I was really looking forward to it. And
most people that don't like my act have never seen me. No. I wish they'd come along and get to know that I'm not a racist. And I tell jokes about everything and everybody.
Of course you do.
We all have a good time.
We certainly did.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was a fabulous evening. I haven't forgotten it. And I shall come again, and I shall come over to your club as well. Because
anytime.
It's great. You couldn't take offence at anything you said. I thought it was a wonderful night out.
Good.
And I mean, I did expect just to be sort of boys there, but there was a lot of ladies, and they were all enjoying your act. They all said
Of course
how wonderful you were.
Well, equality's come now, and it's ladies can enjoy a good, strong blue gag as well as the fellas.
We certainly did.
As long as you take things as a joke.
Just as a joke. That's where people...
You take it as a joke. You don't take it seriously, and you won't have a miserable life. Only take a joke as a joke.
As a joke, Bernard. That's true. And some people don't. They take offence at everything, don't they?
Foolish.
What was your real big break, Bernard? What did you think was your big break?
Well, when Johnny Hamp, who put the comedians on Granada television, came round all the clubs looking for comics, you know, and he told me he'd want me on the show. And I never looked back after that, you know. Everybody knows me, household name, and Royal Command Performances, Las Vegas, as you said, London Palladium, you name it, I've done it.
There's nothing you haven't done. I mean, for you, Bernard, or for anybody, to stand in the wings of the MGM Grand in Las Vegas and think, oh my God, I'm on next.
Absolutely. It's a real tension mountain, I'll tell you, but once you get on, you swing along.
Once you get on, you forget where you are, really, don't you? Just do it anyway.
Certainly.
But, I mean, I remember the comedians, and in fact, I just recently met Johnny Hamp. What a gentleman. Lovely man,
Absolutely.
Isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's lovely. And I've never forgotten the comedians, and the best show ever, the Wheel Tappers and Shunters.
That's right, that was a showcase for new talent. Cannon and Ball
did
the first show there, and Paul Daniels and people like that. And we had mega stars on, Bill Haley and the Comets.
I remember that.
Howard Keel from, Oklahoma and all that.
That's right.
He was a wonderful singer, wasn't he?
He was. Not as good as you, though, but he was good. I loved Colin Compton, didn't you?
Yes, the big daft concert secretary. There's an each in life for everyone.
That was his, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it.
Who makes you laugh, Bernard? Really?
Well, Tommy Cooper used to make me laugh. I only had to
Yeah.
look at that man.
Yes, yeah.
And all these tricks that went wrong. But, you know, most people, there's a fellow called Ricky Levitt who I'm working with tonight, and we're doing a big show for charity tonight, and at the Piccadilly Hotel in Manchester.
In Manchester, nice place, yeah.
And yeah, it's a lovely room,
Yeah.
and it'll all be dressed up for Christmas and balloons and everything. And Ricky's on the show, Johnny Casson, and
Oh, it's Johnny, yeah.
yes, and a few of the comics, and we'll have a good night tonight. I'm looking
Certainly.
forward to it.
You certainly would, and it's not far from home, is it?
Oh no, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Do you like panto, Bernard? Or have you ever been in a
Well,
panto?
yes, I like taking the children to pantomime, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
It's not for me. It was when I was a kid.
Yeah, we all
Used
loved
to
it,
go
didn't
to
we?
Salford Hippodrome and Manchester Hippodrome and
Yeah.
the Palace in the old days. And, oh, it was a magic world in them days with the
It
donkey
was.
coming on and Cinderella and,
We believed it, didn't we?
oh, lovely.
Every
It's
word.
like the lights of Blackpool.
Oh, it is, yeah.
They're not for us, but the kids, when you take your young children to see the lights and the faces on them when they're looking through the car window, you know,
It's
in
magic.
my day you had to go on the bus.
Yeah.
There's nobody had any cars in them days. You seen very few cars on the road in the 30s, and them you saw were broke down.
I know, I
But
know.
it's marvellous to go through now with your kids. The grandchildren went last week, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Not for the first time. They've been 3 or 4 times.
What's the show on TV, Bernard, that you miss most? You know, is there any show that you really miss and wish it was back? Apart
Well,
from
all of them, because there's a lot of comradeship there, you know, with the lads, and it was a good night out. There's always a good meal laid on for us,
yes,
and
yeah.
a few pints of the wheel tappers and shunters. It was real beer,
Was it?
and the comedians. We used to have a nice meal in the canteen there, and get together and have a good laugh about different things.
You know, back then, Bernard, there used to be entertainment on telly. There isn't much now, is there?
No,
Well, there will be on
these
Tuesday.
alternative comics. They're
That's
all right
right.
for about 2 minutes, and
That's right.
slowly go downhill. You know, oh dear me.
We'll be entertained on Tuesday night, of course. But I mean,
You certainly will.
places, I mean, shows like Summertime Special and Seaside Special, you know, where there was real variety on
All
it.
gone.
Yeah, and never to return, probably.
Well, I hope they do.
Well,
They
I
say
hope.
things do a full circle. I hope the big bands come out. I hope ballroom dancing comes back again when
Oh, yeah.
we all got dressed up in our best cufflinks and white shirts and dicky bows.
That's right.
We all treated everybody nice on a Saturday night,
That's
a Friday night. There was no fighting, and
No, there
you
wasn't, was
waltzed
there?
round the floor, and they played the last waltz, and you asked the girl you was dancing with, could you take her home?
Oh,
Yeah, oh,
you
they
old
were happy days.
romantic. You
They
old
were really
romantic.
wonderful days.
You're an old romantic at heart,
Oh,
Bernard.
I certainly am. I met my wife at a Christmas Eve at Smallham Park brake lining firm,
Really?
and it was a Christmas dance, and we danced, and I'd just come out of the army, and she was absolutely gorgeous. She had big blue eyes and long blonde hair and a beautiful figure, and she was very genteel, and she was absolutely wonderful, and I was happily married for 36 years.
Well, that's something,
And I
Bernard.
miss her terribly. She died about 15 years ago. And it's a terrible wrench when you lose somebody you love like that, I'll tell
Certainly
you.
is. Certainly is,
And
Bernard.
in 1 year, I lost my eldest brother and my youngest brother, Frank, who was only 53, multi-millionaire. His wife and him had the Royal Hotel in Truro in Cornwall. And she still got it, really, and she's a lovely person, and he has a lovely son called Billy. And my eldest brother John and my mum, who died at 95, and she didn't go in no home. I looked after her with my housekeeper, and she had a wonderful life. I saw to that all through her life, because we came from the very poorest part of Manchester, Ancoats,
Yeah?
2 up and 2 down, no bathrooms, flag floors,
Oh.
1 cold water tap. I'm not kidding you. No need to start playing violins or anything, but that is what it was like in them days.
Yes.
We all looked after one another and looked after one another's children in them days.
That's right.
And we run errands and we didn't get out for it. You perhaps get a jam butty or something like that.
I know you
We're
looked.
running errands all night and all day for old people.
I know you looked after your mum. I heard she was a
I
lovely
certainly
lady.
did.
Yeah, I heard she was.
And I pray every night that I shall meet her again.
I'm sure you will, but not yet, Bernard, not for a while.
No, well, I'm 72 now, I'm going up that way.
You're as young as ever. Believe me, listeners, he's as young as ever. You nipped on that stage like a sprightly 20-year-old. I saw you.
It's only this business that keeps you young.
Yes, it is, yeah.
It makes you, every night you've got to get ready, get washed and dressed, and
it's a buzz,
keep
isn't it?
yourself well showered and shampooed, and,
Yeah.
and look after yourself and get out there.
It's a real buzz, isn't it, Bernard?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
If anybody's not in show business, they don't know.
They don't understand, do they?
They don't understand that sitting in a chair is no good.
No.
Every night watching the idiot box, and
No, make
you've got to
sure.
get out and meet people and get in good conversation.
That's right. Well, you've got it right. Well, can you ever remember what the best audience ever was? Has there been a best, or have they all been
The
good?
best audience.
Yeah.
The best audience for me would be the Glasgow Pavilion,
Really?
which is, excuse me, we usually a very hard audience for English comics.
Yes.
I go there about 4 times a year, and I absolutely pack the place out, and they really, really enjoy it.
I'm sure they do. This is it, Bernard. You see, whether it's England, Ireland, Scotland, or Wales, they love you. They understand what you're saying.
Well, wherever I go, Dublin and the Ulster Hall in Northern Ireland, and I'm booked in the big theatre in Wales in a couple of weeks' time.
You're going to Portsmouth, aren't you, on Monday as well?
Portsmouth on Monday, yeah.
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 My God, you're a travelling man, aren't you?
I do. I'm up and down them motorways.
Mind you've got a lovely car to travel in, Bernard.
Certainly.
You've got your lovely, is it gold Cadillac, isn't it?
Only the best, yes.
Oh,
And a
well, I don't blame you.
Nice Manchester City blue Rolls Royce.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, why not, Bernard? You deserve it, you know.
Certainly, yeah.
Bernard, it has been an absolute joy to talk to you, and I'll let you get back to your racing, but
Nice to talk
you know,
to you.
folks, this man just oozes charisma. He is
Yes.
the best in the business. He
Thank
is
you very
the
much.
king of comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a big hand for the one and only Mr. Bernard Manning.
Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much for listening, everybody.
Oh,
and
thank
keep in
you.
good health and have a nice Christmas.
Oh, same to you, Bernard. Thanks
Bye-bye,
so very
darling.
much. Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
Bernard. Bye. Bye.